This week on Hack Naked News, I'm covering the Yahoo breach, vulnerability and exploit in Metasploit, and much, much more. Stay tuned.
This is a Security Weekly production. Brought to you by IT Pro TV, an easy, entertaining approach to online IT training. IT Pro TV offers 1,000 hours of up-to-date, high-quality video training content. Course topics include Certified Cloud Security Professional, Ethical Hacking, Cryptography, and VMware. You can stream their courses live or on demand to your mobile device, all for one low monthly subscription price and cancel at any time. Visit itprotv.com/hacknaked to upgrade your brain with the most popular IT certifications. Use the code HN30 for a free 7-day trial and get 30% off for life. Black Hills Information Security, the leaders in penetration testing and active defense. Email consulting@blackhillsinfosec.com to request a quote today.
Welcome to another episode of Hack Naked TV, recorded September 27th, 2016. I'm your host, as always, Aaron Lyons. And I've got one quick announcement for you from our sponsor, IT Pro TV. They've updated a bunch of their course content, including the CompTIA Security Plus, the CISSP. They're up to CEH version 9 in courses on Red Hat Linux. So just last week, we covered that Yahoo would be announcing a big breach. And just after we did Hack Naked last week, they disclosed a huge breach that took place back in 2014 and affected 500 million user accounts. Yahoo is, of course, attributing the attack to state-sponsored actors, which to me is now becoming an industry cop-out, saying, we couldn't have done anything. And in my book is complete and total bullshit. Now, Yahoo hasn't made any comment as to whether the 200 million accounts that went up for sale earlier this year on the dark web are tied to this breach in any way. Now, the information that was accessed in this breach is the usual that you'd expect, including names, email addresses, telephone numbers, date of birth, hashed passwords, and security questions and answers. Now, the passwords are reportedly hashed with bcrypt, so they might be safe. Though, for me, I find it hard to believe that there are actually 500 million users of Yahoo. That's almost twice the population of the United States. Now, my question to Yahoo is, how many of those accounts that were stolen were spam accounts? Now, if you do have a Yahoo account, it's time to change your password again. Also, just a reminder, avoid password reuse across sites and accounts. We've seen a number of those password reuse attacks this year. Now, the community was hit with pretty big news. InfoSec community Solar blew up about a remote code execution exploit for Metasploit. Now, Metasploit is the very popular pen testing software that is maintained by Rapid7. And there was jokes and memes galore flooding the Twitters about hacking Metasploit with Metasploit. And that's right, there is a Metasploit module for this exploit. Now, in my opinion, this exploit and vulnerability were greatly overhyped. The vulnerability only exists in the web UI of Metasploit. So the victim would need to be running the web user interface service. The web page would need to be accessible to the attacker, and the attacker would need to have valid credentials to the user interface. Now, it's true, probably a lot of the script kiddies out there are running Kali with default credentials, but the web UI service is not running by default. Still, pretty interesting. We see this a lot in web apps. They're hard to secure and code securely. You might recall, all the way back at the beginning of this year in February, we covered the trial of the Kosovo citizen Ardit Frizzi. I probably slaughtered his name, aka the Director Y. Now, he is accused of compromising an unnamed victim organization and stealing roughly 100,000 details on individuals, including names, email addresses, email passwords, physical locations, and phone numbers. And this included for about 1,350 U.S. government and military personnel. He then passed this stolen data on to members of the Islamic State. So, just this past Friday, he was sentenced to 20 years in prison in the United States' first cyber terrorism case. So let that be a lesson to people thinking about committing cyber terrorism in the U.S. You're going to go away for a long time. Now, our last story, you might have known that DerbyCon just happened this past weekend, and you probably didn't get a chance to go as tickets sold out within 24 hours. Now, Iron Geek has uploaded videos of all the talks to his site, and there's a great mix of both red team and blue team talks from many of people that have been guests right on Security Weekly. You should definitely check it out if you have the time. Well, that's it for another episode of Hack Naked News. Thanks for listening, and as always, hack naked.